Alrighty then. So apparently my partner just dropped a 145 Argent right in a trap for me. In about 30 minutes-ish, I'm going to need to get some, we're going to grab this drop, and maybe some gear. About 30 minutes, I'm going to need to get some prime meat for it, so yeah, pretty happy about that. And the beauty of having the AI tribes is that a lot of these clothes came from them. Just like they're dropping hide like crazy, and every now and then they've got better gear, but hide seems to be what they prefer. So I'm not complaining about that. The drops are okay, but they're not great. And so if you're going around doing drop hunting and you run into the AI tribes, then boom, bada bing, you get even more stuff. So that's fantastic. We love it. Kind of bring it on, sort of thing. As we get going here. What the heck am I doing? Pants, shoes, little gloves. Some gloves. The rest of the stuff I'm pretty much already got. I might need for this. He's got the Argent, so if I have to get prime, I'll literally go kill just about anything with my trike here. I love my battle trike. Yep. Oh, thank God for that grenade drop, boys. Game changer. Oh, we'll put it in the blueprint box real quick anyways. Get rid of the pike. I'm a sword man myself. But my girlfriend loves the pike, so maybe we'll throw that in her box actually. We're a three-man tribe at the time. 2 men, 1 woman, but you know, 3-man crew, so to speak. I don't think anybody's going to be using this blueprint, but we'll put it in the weapons and armor blueprint box as is. Looks like we had a nice ghillie face right there. I love ghillie. I'm running that on pretty much every. Can I get a trike? Let's get out the old 147 to rank it up. Let's see if we can't find ourselves a little alpha raptor to kill with this thing. Yo, what up, Metal? What up, dog? Welcome to the broadcast. So my good friend Sick Chaos is online, and while I was on a short break to add a video from yesterday to YouTube, he put a 145 Argent in this frickin' cage. So that is damn exciting, and apparently it's going to be mine. So Mystic will be happy to have that. Knocked out cold. Needs prime in 40 minutes for a starve tame, I guess is what we're doing. So we'll keep an eye on that. I'm not going to be able to set the alarm clocks. I don't feel like messing around with the phone. If he brings another Argent, we got 2 more traps right there. Oh, red drop. Oh, we gotta go for that, kids. Just like this time of the game, man, drops are everything. So we're gonna quick fly out to that drop. Hopefully we get there before someone else does. Gotta be at least 22, 23 people on the server right now. So drops are hot. You gotta get there first if you want to get it. I don't think the trike's gonna see me, but whatever. I'll unfollow him in a second. I just gotta get to that drop. It may be crap, but it's real close by, and I ain't letting it go. You wait here, stay alive. He's near some flower turrets. He should be okay. And I gotta get some prime, but not for a bit. Obviously don't want to get it too early as that stuff spoils real quick. Looks like we got a neighbor on a raft here, and it is a big time setup raft. They're living on that. So that's pretty wild. So we'll grab this drop and then probably take the trike out, farm mats at the same time as hopefully killing something to get some prime with it. Ideally would be a low level alpha raptor because it's going to rank up real good, which I want to do. That trike was at least a level 100 off the start. You know, so it's a little better than my first trike. It's also a breeding pair now. We didn't really need 2 trikes, but every now and then my girlfriend and I both go on farming missions, and if we could have our own trikes, that would be a huge help. And also the fact that they're going to produce eggs is great, so I'm not complaining about that. I grabbed that one up last night while I was having major issues trying to stream, because here in Montreal, not bad, mediocre. Here in Montreal we had a major windstorm. It was looked like it was going to be a real bad storm for a while, but it settled down. It didn't turn into what they said it would turn into. As you may or may not have heard, the news tends to exaggerate weather, but it's just a way to keep people safe, you know. Oh, another one. Okay, well, we'll get two now. So I guess we're slightly delayed, but we got time. And I'll just say at 10:40. He said 40 minutes, so we're going to say at 10:45 Eastern, we'll make sure we get prime. Which is a little tricky, because normally I would just go ahead and put that into a fridge. I don't know what's going on. YouTube fucking blows sometimes, I'm sorry, but it's so unreliable when it comes to streaming. Bullshit, I'm gonna check in a second. It says it's going. Everything's up as it should be. Just YouTube swag. Well, at least for me, I can't get it. Maybe you guys can, so maybe it's fine. I'm just running it on a little Samsung here. I would prefer just to see the chat and not even run the video, but that's how I do it. I'm sure I can actually through my dashboard creator studio. I'll try and get that going in a second. Let's see here. Let's see what we can do with this. I'm not really sure what the capabilities are when it comes to this. Like, I don't even know if I can get into my creator studio. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Samsung scrap. It's the scrap of the Samsung. I can't really afford to get a second monitor right now, so it's kind of like this or nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you saw it running perfectly on Twitch a little while ago. My setup is baller. My internet's amazing. Oh, okay. I thought you said framing drops. Yeah, good. Yeah, I just read in the Discord you got a ascendant level chess piece, Gilly. That's pretty sick. And I'm curious, did you end up boosting the drop rates, or you're running vanilla rates? We boosted ours, but I haven't noticed a massive payoff yet, but I've definitely noticed when you're killing a... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. We likey. I like that a lot. That was well worth it. Not going to go for that purple, though, because we got a mission here. Oh, perfect. Great. It's kind of balanced. Like I said, when we used to have Scorched Earth and Ragnarok in a cluster, we didn't do it because... people could just go to those maps to do farming, and that was great, you know. But now that we're just the island, I didn't feel that the only you're going to get good drops is underwater. I mean, you get the odd good thing, but generally your good drops are coming from underwater, as well as the snow cave. And outside of that, it ain't too hot. So it's like, you know, we had to do something because you know, we're on small tribes. There's a limit to how big your tribe can be. I don't know what he wants to boost on that. I'm going to leave it. And, you know, you're not going to have, like, big teams farming bosses easily, so we got to make it so things are reasonable. It's got an assault rifle blueprint, bro. Not bad. No, not even. No, it's the actual weapon. My bad, still. Even better, kind of, not really. I know this guy was yelling at me because I wasn't using the T button. It's just like 2 years of not using the T button. It's hard to break the habit, you know? I'm going to take this trike out on the beach and see if I can kill a couple decent level dinos. Rank the heck out of it. Get her. Wow. Okay. She's looking pretty good. It's not going to be a hard working trike. Just going to spread it around, make it variable. guess we're not starve taming anymore by the look of it. You're not starve taming it anymore?
When I have to.
Alright, I want to rank up the trike. I'm going to go kill something good with it. I'll probably get... Hey, it's Toxic Boy. I'll probably get some prime anyway, so we'll see. That's my biggest fan there. Yo, what up? How are you, Merlin? Blitzfire is my biggest fan. He likes to come into all my streams and just say toxic. It's hilarious. I don't hit back at him though, and I let him get away with it because he's just a kid. And I already mentioned this in one of the other streams, but I never liked bullies in high school, so I'll feel pretty bad if I start like wrecking this poor guy. You know, he's probably somewhere between 12 and 14 years old based on his voice, but he had a little trouble getting along with others in my tribe, so we had to let him go, and it upset him. Needless to say. So just an update, we got a 145 Argent knocked out there, and I want to rank up this trike anyway, so I'm hoping to run into something deadly. You coming, buddy? No? Damn trees. Hoping to rank up something deadly, kill it, get some points on the trike, and if possible, as well, get some prime. And Sick, my partner in crime, one of my two tribe mates, has already got some going and has got the Argent out to help out, but if I could get lucky with a level, 40 or below Alpha Raptor, that would be just freaking gold. Because I'll probably get a good little package when he dies, and as well, get a healthy little rank. But I'm not a big fan of taking Brontos with the trike. It's just a bit sketchy. But Alpha Raptors and Carnos, anything I can push back, I'm more than happy to go at it. And what do you know? It's a quiet day on the beach. And, it's not like we can go that far. We're going to head into the jungle right next to the beach. Because if I got to go this far away, by the time I get back with the prime meat, it's going to be, mostly burned. Yeah, well, the stats are a big thing for breeding, of course, Drake. Depending on what you're looking for, if you had a male one with, say, high melee, high stamina or something, and then you had a female with high weight, something like that, you could get some really nice offspring. It depends on what you're really going for, but when it comes to breeding, obviously right now at the stage of the game I'm at, we just need some high level dinos. If we're talking about raising dinos for breeding, we're going to want to be using worst case Ovis meat, but ideally the kibble to get the best boosts we can. And usually there's some nasty business up. This is like Alpha Raptor territory. Just because I desperately want to find one, though, pretty good chance I won't. There's also NPC tribes like to set up their little villages in here. I never mind running into those guys just for the action. Let's go around this way. Down at the actual beach. Down up in this jungle, I always get action. And for sure, NPCs as a minimum, but let's just hope for a little Alpha Raptor. One can wish. Hope is nothing terrible. And this is an old Simpson episode, so I'm the chat's kind of funny. I'd imagine that most of you haven't seen it, but Homer's going to the movie, and there's a garbage movie poster there for some garbage movie, and the poster says, "When there's nothing left to believe in hope." Might as well get a drink of water while we're at the lake. And my girlfriend, who's in our tribe, is Mrs. Lucky when it comes, or Miss, because we're not married, when it comes to finding high-level stuff. I do not have any luck. And I'm the worst when it comes to cave drops. My shit just falls apart. What PC I got? I'm running a 1070 GTX. i7 Intel motherboard with 16 gigs of, brand new RAM, not the old stuff. What I'm missing right now is an SSD card. And, if you look at my other videos on YouTube, this is streamed, right? So bit rates and stuff affect it. But if you look at my other videos, the quality is quite nice. My options setup is almost all epic. I like to keep my resolution scale capped, my mesh level of detail at the top. I don't like film grain or motion blur, and it does suck a little bit of FPS anyways. And yeah, mostly epic, a little high here, and some stuff I don't like removed, and then we can get an idea even while streaming right now. We'll put in stat FPS here. We're still getting 40-50 in the jungle. I never like to go below 40. If I wasn't streaming or I wasn't in the jungle, so you hit 50 there even, I usually get around between 60 and 70 with this setup. And I would run the setup a little higher. I've got ground detail a little bit lighter, a little bit, not too bad, and sky down a little bit. But I would be running that a little higher, but I'm almost always filming when I play live, usually. Or I'm doing a tutorial video for YT and I'm filming, so it's just annoying to have to readjust it and adjust it. You know, you drop actually, you know, to be honest, NVIDIA Shadow Play is baller. I used to use Fraps, but NVIDIA... Oh, there we got action here. Is that a T-Rex? That's a good portion of Prime. I would imagine my dino feels uneasy. That's a giga. That is bad news. That's not what I'm looking for. I gotta get the F out of here fast. Come on, Trikey. Luckily, he's quite busy. Just gotta get behind my walls and mention to my tribe mate we got a giga right near our base here. So much for my level 15 Raptor. That's a bit more than I like. Well, ArcPC is well known to be one of the beasts of beasts, you know. If I gotta fight this Carno and that Giga rolls up, this is gonna turn into a disaster in a hurry. I really need to message my tribe mate. I'm in a little panic here. Okay, where are you, Carno? I'll take the Carno. I just don't even want to play here. Yo, what up, man? How you doing, bud? We're just, we got a 145 Argent knocked out. I was trying to get a little easy prime from, like, you know, 15 or 20 Alpha Raptor. Maybe get lucky. And then there's a Giga right there. And I just tamed this trike yesterday. I really don't feel like losing it. And I don't... That Giga's level 5. What are we talking? 3-4 bites? Say goodbye to everything. So, we've notified our tribe mate, but I don't think we're a little too early game to deal with that. So, you know, abandoned mission right frickin' now. With 2 Argents, maybe, but I doubt it, you know? I doubt it. And good to have you on board, man. Welcome to the broadcast. I don't really have a big plan for tonight. A lot of chat, you know, chatting with anybody in here that wants to talk about stuff. And a mix of taming, maybe a little farming. I gotta craft ourselves a fridge. I gotta craft a fridge, and get some my real goal is just get a little prime. And, you know, near that red drop, man, he's right around there. That's probably my tribe mate waiting on the drop. So we'll go back to this crap area and try and find something. I'm playing right now on the island, on a private server, with NPC tribes, which is super fun. Just to give you an idea on the community here. Or not. I'll take a couple of hits from that guy. About 21 players. Max tribe size is 6. So, yep. So it's a lot of small tribes. Brand new. I think we started her up just a couple days ago. And PC, as you know, is hurting for players. Everyone's on the Xbox, PS4. Hasn't been a game sale in a while. So it's been a little tight, but you know, we have a good, solid community. It's exclusive. It's not open to the public. We obviously accept new joins, but we don't just take anybody. We've had some bad hombres in the past, you know. And as we progress, we're doing like a playthrough eventually, the whole game. We used to have 4 maps in a cluster: Scorched Earth, Aberration, this one, and Ragnarok. We're doing a playthrough the whole game, so as we progress, we're going to add Scorched Earth into a cluster real soon. Oh, he stole my meat. I'm going to get back to that, where that Trudon's body is. Hopefully we can get my meat. That bastard. Forgot. Now I'm starving, of course. So ideally we're going to get all the maps together here. Holy jeez, is that the Giga? Oh, yeah, it is. No. Trilobite? No, what's that? That ain't a trilobite. Carno. I think the Carno and the Giga are fighting it out in the water there. This is madness. He's all over us. He's gonna trash everything. Trike's not gonna make it. Well, we're getting in the fight. My dino's startled. This is a finisher. My dino's just on the run. He ain't following any directions right now. He's freaked right the F out. See if this Giga can climb up this cliff here. We'll try and mix him up. If he doesn't go around, we'll be alright. Intense. Intense. One thing for sure, you're going to want to get 16 gigs of RAM if you're thinking of running this game. That's a definite minimum. Well, I'm going to get up here, get some meat, and then at least we have one flower turret and some turrets, but this could be the battle of a lifetime. Everything about this is real bad. Fucking auto doors, I hate them, boys. I hate them. Not loving this situation in the least. And let's see what we can do. All I wanted was a little bit of... All I wanted was a little bit of frickin' prime meat, man. You know? Is that too much to ask? Get the Anko out there. I ain't bringing no dinos out till I know what the heck's going on out there. I might be able to clip arrows at him from the high ground and just like shoot at him for a while. I won't be able to get up there. It's a heck of a start. I can't believe that trike got out of it. Like, he just ran off on his own. I was sure that was done. I just wasn't going to leave him there to die on his own. There he is out in the water. He's running away from the base at least. Is that just the Carno left? It's fucking fog. See, I want to have my trike out here to kill this Carno. I'll do it with this if I have to. He's low level enough. I can outrun him. He's probably in a bit of a panic too. Even if I can bring him up to the turrets. What horrible weather. Things have just gone insta south. And the Carno's probably, yeah, he was probably damaged from the Giga, so we'll hopefully get a little prime out of this at least. Maybe not, I don't even know. There we go. We see my tribe mate trying to gain control of it. They got dinos freaking out up there. Yeah, I know. Sick, bro. This is like... want me to give you the PC specs? Yeah, sure, man. Throw them my way. I'm not an expert, but... The main things is, what's going on up there? Oh my god. He is inside. He's inside the lines. And he's gonna go down. Oh, it was a Ute. Okay, well, I could have managed that. My bad. Not a giga at all. Thank you for that prime delivery, bro. We'll take it. And thank God for those defenses Sick put up. It just makes life a lot easier. Boomski. So that's a nice, let's get this put away. I don't like to stand near tames. Kill the Yute the second. Flower turrets did most of the work. I killed a Carno with a he beat up a Carno, so I was working that to get prime. And then I come up here and see damage markers, and the flowers in the turret were wrecking him. I threw a few arrows, and worked out great, man. Got enough prime to finish that bad boy up. Thank God for those defenses you put up, those. My trike, he had my trike backed in a corner against the walls on the cliffside right there off to your right. And I was like, fuck it, I'll go die with the trike. I'm not just gonna let him die on his own. And the trike just bolted. Because he was, you know, the buff. I thought it was a giga for some reason. I saw G somehow with the spyglass, but I was in a panic, you know, just trying to, anyways. Worked out great, man. So it's good news.
The RG took off and was doing like sideways circles. My screen went black. It was freaking me out.
Yeah. It's first danger close situation, but, you know, it worked out all right, man. Easy prime with those flowers and turret there for sure. Yeah, I don't know why I saw Giga. I thought I saw a Giga in my spyglass. Sorry for that, boys. Shit. I'm trying to be accurate here. Yeah, and that's the problem with those Utes, man. They send everybody into a panic and just can't control nothing. Never really did get much accomplished on ranking that trike up. Well, we got enough meat in there. Oh, a good amount of fur, too. Get a saddle made for that RG. Once I got that RG, I might go tour around a little bit. It's a key dino. I'm looking for wolves and stuff tonight, but just doing anything that comes my way. Making a fridge and grinding a bunch of mats is for later on once I get a little more tired. If my girlfriend comes home at 2 a.m., she might want to play, and if I farm with her, I'll get a lot more stuff done. So I don't think I have the RG saddle unlocked, though. What am I missing? Fiber and keratin. Ugh. How am I? Yeah, it's a big... What? Okay, it's just because of weight issues. Let's get that going here. Put everything back. No, I don't think I have enough. It's a downer. Maybe we got some somewhere else. That's always the hustle with the Argent saddles. Alright, let's get this truck back out for the like 15th time. Hopefully we can actually... I'm almost tempted. I might just run it down. Has he got it all blocked off? Almost run it down that cliff. But we better not risk it. The 8 gig of memory is gonna suck. And RAM's pretty cheap, you know? So I would try and get that upgraded. You definitely want to like be running 16 for this game, I find, personally. Did my trike already fall down somehow? I'm thinking he did. Which is great. It's a fast way down. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, if you should be able to upgrade the RAM to 16 on that, and you'll be pretty decent, you know. You might not quite be able to run it the same way I am, but again, you're not seeing the real picture. That's why I don't like auto doors. They really help. And when you do get a PC, man, come on down. You're more than welcome to play on our servers. Some more fog, yippee. I gotta kill scorpions, which I'm not gonna get to. You know, and I farmed a lot of chitin when I went to the... We gotta get a frog for cementing paste. Yeah, Drake, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's really your call. Depends on what you need. I'm not a fan of gaming laptops. Number one, the price. You're paying a little more. But they're not upgradable. You know, I can go ahead and throw... Like, I'm thinking about getting that new NVIDIA card, right? Which would be pretty boss. Go up to 32 gig, get SSD, 500 gig. Wouldn't be able to do that with a laptop. So, but if you need portability, like, need it. Not I'm setting up my laptop at home and I'm never moving it. You know, then yeah, go for the laptop. But you're just not getting the value, man. You know? I bought this box. I actually know how to buy a bigger box, but look. I got 2 gaming computers. My girl's running a 980. Right, with a nice motherboard in it and all that stuff. She's got a hook to a big screen, plays Arc with an Xbox controller, so that's nice for her. She's on the couch, you know, that's how she likes to play, like it's a console, right? That was my old system. I started with a 6 gigs of RAM, you know, and just gradually upgraded, you know, gradually got more and more parts, and then finally I said, well, she needs a decent gaming computer, so that's how we did that, right? So, I mean, do what you think's best. And Alienware isn't what it used to be, yeah? Didn't they get bought out by Dell? So, Dell kind of bought the name. It's not the same small company it once was. I didn't build mine, man. I go to the store. I can't build it. My brother builds his. I'm just too nervous because I haven't done it enough. So, if I have to build a PC, I'm going to have a really stressful day worrying about if I do it right. And it's not hard. I just pay the guy $50 and he puts it together. Well, Arc was garbage. Lowest possible settings. There is something you can do though. There's it on Steam, and I have it. I have some players that are running low-end computers that are in my server, especially when I used to have like 140 players. I'm kind of small scale now, but yeah. So these guys are running lower-end computers. There's a command line in Steam you can use. Where you change the shader, so you put in the command line, like under properties for the game, you can add a command line, and there's a lot of command lines like low memory, no VSync, it's No Man's Sky, not the game, but it means they changed the sky and the lighting, and that will allow you to run this with 6 gigs, but it's not the same, you know. It looks like Lego pieces almost. I gotta outmaneuver this guy here with my timing so he doesn't get strikes. So, you know, you gotta think, it's not, you know, it wasn't, 6 gigs of RAM is how, I initially bought my computer, the first one, I was a console player at the time, mostly. I played Civs and shit on laptops, you know, I always had a laptop. But yeah, so I originally bought I was like, oh, I want to play Civs and SimCity and some older games. The guy was like, oh, you don't need much then, get this, you know. And then when I got Arc, I still played it I was on official servers. Where's that turtle? I was on official servers at the time, so it was a little sketchy. But it ran, but not great. Lots of lag. Lots of rubber banding. There he is. So, you know, I prefer it like this. I never lag or get rubber banding. I can fly through the forest if... That's a weird glitch that I've been getting lately, where my trike doesn't attack. Not sure why that is. These pegomastics are hungry. Go get your own food, you lazy bastards. Now he's got my meat and I'm starving again. It's like constantly, it's like he's outrunning my trike. This is where the spear's better. God damn it. Like 10 minutes killing a friggin'... Where are my arrows? I left them upstairs, I guess. Had enough of this clown. So yeah, 6 gigs worked. But that was when the game was in EA, and what's happened... bottom line with this game, I just need to find these turtles that I want to kill. Can't seem to get it done. Every time they seem to do big updates or add more content or whatever. This was 2 years ago, right? So every time they add more content, no, I have not. My next big game is going to be... But every time they add more content, the game is harder to run and requires more and more. So, yeah, look at that. He won't do his fight move. It's really weird. Oh no, I don't want to transfer. Is he out of stamina? No. You know, what's the problem? It's the second time it's happened. I read somewhere it might be a glitch in the saddle. We'll try taking that off and on. I just read about this on Reddit today. Look at that. He won't punch anything. Fucking Christ. I'm gonna kill a turtle with a sword now? What level is it? 15, okay. And he won't fight. He can't fight even without me on it. Oh, what's up with that? Turtle's useless now, and he's not going to rank up. You know how long it's going to take to get 50 carrot in like this? Rough start, boys and girls. Rough start. Tame a pego? No idea. Drake would never want to do it. Could care less about pegos. This glitch is driving me nuts, though. Look at that. I'm spamming the left mouse key now, which should make his head swing. But there's just no point out here having him rank up at this point. I mean, I'm going to be killing a trike with my sword. I don't know. I guess I transferred my arrows into the bird, into the trike, hopefully. Nope. Probably got stolen and I didn't even notice. At this point, might as well go get a pterodon and go kill some scorpions. Get this done quickly. Head to Carno Island. Trike's on park, I guess, till either server restart or... I don't see why me logging off would help it, because it's obviously not related to me directly. Love this game. More hours. Probably pushing 5,000 hours in this game. Oh, actually, I'm closer to 5,200. But I'll tell you, you talk about a game with glitches. It doesn't get, you know. But yeah, so the games I'm waiting on right now are Division 2. I used to love Division, you know, it's hard to love Division 1, but I loved it in the early days. I had a really crack Swedish team of players. We'd go in the dark zone and just grief the hell out of everybody. Just PvP it all day, and as well, Fallout 76 look amazing to me. So, my girlfriend bought the new Tomb Raider on PS4. Well, I gifted it for her the other day. It looks pretty great. I'm a little concerned about where Sony's going. I used to be a PS guy. Now I'm kind of switching into an Xbox guy if I ever get back on consoles. Well, Sony hopefully will come back. It's a more powerful machine still, I think, but what the company keeps making flop movies. You know, they released fake Michael Jackson music. They're making it hard for cross-play, you know? You know what I mean? They're just not, they're not doing things right. Even Fortnite, there's some issues there. So what's that about? Yeah, I don't know much about Unturned. With that exact kit, you'll be able to play Ark, but you'll need to change the shader, which is great. You get 20 more FPS, and it just changes the look a little bit. It's just a little bit. After a while, you don't even notice. But man, an extra 8 gigs of RAM, it shouldn't cost you much at all. I don't know what country you're in, but it shouldn't cost you much at all. And you could probably just click a button when you buy it, and they'll add that RAM to it. Unless you've already maxed your budget, you can't do another $1, but I would wait for that next paycheck or something just to get that little bit of extra RAM for sure. Yeah, thirsty, I'm coming. I'm gonna just go get my pterodon and go kill some scorpions. I think I got a scorpion in the raft, so I'll start by killing that one. Use some arrows though. No, until we've gone through the arrows. Unturned. Tell me about it, man. What's the story there? I'll check it out though for sure. Once I'm done this, I'll take a look. I can't really play other games right now. For one thing, the few people, and there's not a lot, but the few people that do subscribe to my channel and watch me on Twitch and YouTube generally are there for Ark, you know. So I'd hate to like basically just turn my back on them to get more views from another game, you know. Like I have stacked GTA 5 Garage on PC and all that stuff, but so I could get into that, try and grab more and this that, but I'm not gonna do it. And the other thing is I have an Ark server, right? Like I take care of this server, so I got to make sure that the players are taken care of. And while I'm in here, I can both play and enjoy the game. And I have a tribe, so while I'm in here, I can play and enjoy the game as well as oops, damn it, 11. That trike mission was such an epic failure. I should have had this stuff like so long ago. I'm sure that bird's awake by now. Maybe Buddy's already taken it out for a run or it's parked up top. Who knows? We'll find out. Either way, we're going to Carno Island to get some more of this stuff. I'll wreck a few scorpions. I'll have everything I need. Yeah, there it is. I'm guessing that's the guy. Thank you, Mr. Chaos. That's my new Argent. Looks fantastic. 214. But we gotta make a saddle for it. It ain't gonna happen as long as I'm trying to jerk around with that trike. Carno Island's pretty much a guarantee to get that chitin real fast. No problem at all. Well, there may be some problems. We'll see. That glare though, right? You guys don't catch it as bad. Oh no, it's pretty bad. Might go tame a frog right after this, actually. It's probably exactly what I'm going to do. That way I won't have any problems with cementing paste. Because that's what I've used up hundreds and hundreds of chitin to make cementing paste there. Raptor could have not. Oh no, more. Might as well kill these ones up before we leave here. Ooh, 145. Oh, let's get out of here. I just don't want to get. I don't mind low-level alpha raptors or alpha raptors in general, but this isn't the kind of place I want to get knocked off my bird. But I mean, man, I'd love to get my trike out here. Of course, man, imagine you're trying to fight an alpha raptor with your trike and then that glitch happens. That's the second time for me in 3 days. No explanation. I would like one more just to be sure. I don't think with 11 I have enough. Does it have to be so hard, man? Could use a spin move on him, but no real need. You sure about that, Jake? I don't know. I wonder what level it is. I just don't need to be spending time on it right now. 75. Nope. Yeah, we'll go make this saddle, grab that Argent up, and go get a frog. Seems like the right thing to do. Alright, super sure works for me, Captain. I believe you. I trust you as well, because you're solid, man. You're freaking gold. 75 I wouldn't mess with this. With my trike, no problem. Not because it's, I mean, you're fine on the bird, right? You can, you know, like you saw earlier, just pump the food in, recover stamina, health, all that, but it just takes too long. Don't really want to spend the time on it. I need the tiniest bit to get back home here. That'll do it. High level Argent saddle would be pretty cool. It'll be all about the speed on this thing for now, for sure. Let's do this. Off to the swamp we go. ain't too far. That's what I like about the Northeast. Everything's nice and close. Last map I was living on a little raft in the south to be close to my tribe, which had like 30 people in it. But now I'm done with that. Arc will still run. When you get it, just, you know, add me on Steam. Message me and I'll send those command lines to you, like the lines you run before you start up the game, and it'll run just good. I got lots of players that are running 8 gigs. Lots. But you just can't run it like this. But the shader changes, like, it works fine, you know. You still get a great game and a great experience and not too much stutter. Boy, does this Argent ever need speed. It's going to be a long way home. We're going to rank the hell out of it, though. Just all speed for now. If we find a low-level Alpha Raptor, we'll kill it just to rank up. High-level Pterodon's on my list, but I'm going to probably get some kibble made later tonight first. It's like a raft trap right there, even a ramp on it. I tend to use the gate system, but ramps are good, and I wouldn't be making no trap out of wood. I'll tell you what. That's just asking for trouble. Spend the time, get the stone. See who's making this. Ah, Meridian. Don't really... I build things out of wood for looks when they're in a safe place, but... Raft is going to be sunken foundation stone, as you know, metal. As you know. Well, I'm just not used to the slowness of this, but we'll get there. You know, with the CF Flyers mod, we can boost speed, so... You know what, Merlin? It's due for a sale. It's due. The last one was in spring. They usually do spring, fall, and after Christmas, so... You know, keep an eye out for that. Definitely. I'm a little surprised there hasn't been one yet. And to be honest, again, love Wildcard. But it seems like Arc Mobile, PS4 and Xbox are getting all the love lately. Us PC players have been abandoned, even though we're the ones that made that company. You know, when there was 60, 70,000 players on, people were buying Scorched Earth and EA for 30 bucks, or 20 whatever, 20 bucks, before the game was even finished. That was us spending the money to build them up. And where are they now? You know? We're getting our Tech Rexes and Tech Stegos and Tech Parasaurs. So, you know, that's okay though, I don't care. Whatever game they put out, I'll buy, and I'll tell you why. One of the main reasons I like Wildcard is they don't have loot crates. They still give out free stuff. There's no microtransactions. Scorched Earth is a paid DLC, but if you're on PC, you can just get Ragnarok for free and have almost all the same stuff, or a mod that puts the dinos, right? So they're cutting their own feet with that. And they have a sponsorship mod, you know, they sponsor modders. And they got a $15,000 contest right now for the mod community. So, I mean, the company just is doing things way different than EA or Rockstar is, right? You know, so that's one of the reasons I like what they do. One of many. And for Frog, I ain't settling for anything under 140, 135. Alright, it's getting dark. I gotta let my cat out here for a minute, guys. Give me 5 seconds. It won't be long. It varies, but it could go as low as like $30. And here's the other thing I was thinking about for the price of the game there in the chat. The other thing I was thinking about too, sorry, it could go down to like $30, you know. It used to go down even less. This in spring, pardon me. In spring, they sold the whole DLC, like the whole package of all the DLC maps for $10 or $11 Canadian. But the other thing I was thinking about your RAM is, yeah, start with 8 gigs as long as you're not buying a laptop, and even then you can jam more RAM in it pretty easy. You can always get more RAM later, you know. So that's something to think about. And you can always buy it from another buyer, as another seller, right? But I'm not really a big fan. I generally deal with Steam just because it's easy. When I bought it, it was $20, but I bought it before release years ago. It was in early access. But I've spent enormous amounts of money on this game in the end because I upgraded my computer. I upgraded a second computer for my girl, and for, you know, not now we're just one map, but we'll be adding more. But I was running 4 high-end, top-quality servers. It's $250 a month there. You know, I used to have a website and stuff, and then I took a break, and now I'm back. But the community really helps. I have some serious players in my community with thousands of hours in game, and they want to play in a place where there's no BS, you know. So they help out with donations big time. So at this point, I don't really pay for the servers, but I also don't have a job. I spend 7 days a week managing the servers, making sure everyone's okay, making sure our player counts are good, making sure the servers are up 24/7. So it costs me $2,000 a month to live. So it's not like the donations will ever pay for that, but I chose that life. I didn't ask I didn't say to the community, I'm going to quit my job. Can you ship me $2,000, right? So where are all the friggin' frogs? This is why I need my girlfriend with me. She's Mrs. Lucky when it comes to taming, finding good stuff. And I've had a really bad night for finding anything at all. Usually there's 8 or 10 frogs around here. I'm starting to wonder if those darn AI tribes are messing it up. I may lower the count again. Because, you know, there should have been a lot more wolves in the snow area. There should be at least 4 or 5 frogs right here. Wouldn't mind getting an explorer note. Just help this bird rank. There's an AI tribe hut. Let's mash it. Oh. Well, to talk about YouTube making lots of money, you know, obviously I'm brand new. I started in July. You know what I mean? I don't do clickbait, and I just make the content I want to make. So if people like it, they like it. They can check it out, and that's awesome. But I don't expect for at least 3 years to make any money off YouTube, and then don't expect to make money off views, you know. I think it's 100 and some bucks for 100,000 views. The way you're going to get money off YouTube is by selling merchandise, having links, having sponsors, and that takes a lot of work. If you're getting really big and you're not really good at selling yourself, then you're going to need a business manager and so on. So I do YouTube and Twitch for a couple reasons. Initially, right now there's 20,000 players, 23,000 players probably playing this game right now through Steam. Obviously, there's a lot more on other things. Now, not one frog is crazy. There's one. So, you know, there's 20,000 private servers. It was very hard to get players. So I started it as a helpful way to get me more players. And I did get players from the Twitches and the streams because they watch the game and they see there's no lag. And because I'm the admin, they get to know me a little bit first. So that's something there. So for sure tonight at server restart, I'm going to reduce the AI tribe count a little bit. From 300 to 150, I guess. Maybe 200. And I'm going to reduce the, and I'm going to kill all the wilds because this is way off. This should be a heavy frog territory. Oh wow, yeah, I'm in Canada, so I can't take donations through YouTube. That's bullshit, but it is what it is. I get a few through Twitch, but it's really not a way. Like I said, it costs me $2,000 to live per month. So it's going to take having a lot of subscribers, a lot of viewers, and then I can get companies on board that I like. There's a couple companies I really like dealing with, that I deal with, that I would love to sell those companies because I think their products are amazing. But I'm not. They're not going to even take a look at me right now. So, you know, what do I got? 110 subs? Not great. But I'm happy with that. It's only been a couple months. I'm gonna have to go all the way down to the other swamp. This is madness. Dino counts are garbage. Watch my stat. Oh yeah. Thank you. Wow. I don't pay attention to it, especially when I'm streaming. Thanks a lot, man. Solid advice there, buddy. Merlin, you're alright, bro. When your YouTube channel's back up and running, make sure I know about it. I'll get a sub and, you know, at least add a sub on there and a notification with the little bell so I know when you're going. And if you ever go live and I'm not doing anything, man, I'll be in there to chat. Keep it engaged. Another thing I do like, honestly, I like to talk and babble. I like to talk about the game. I like to talk with gamers. So I've been fortunate that even if my viewer count's a little low, I always get a couple people like Metal. I have potential when he was around. A couple other people that are always chatting it up in my broadcast. So we always got something to talk about. If not, I just talk about what I'm doing. But it's a lot more fun when you're engaging with other people. And we're going to have to go to the other swamp. I'm going to boost up the speed again. And this, oh, thanks for that sub, man. Much appreciated. Big time. It's just not working out right now. Well, that's an interesting little build. The heck kind of roofs are those? I just don't even know what kind of roofs those are. Is that from Eco? What is this? This can't be... I've never seen that before. This must be from Eco Mod. Pretty cool. Just didn't even know those existed. I need some of those. They got something cooler than me. This is not acceptable. This frog mission's turning into a friggin' outrage right now. Especially on the slowest frickin' bird I've ever seen. And it feels like it's been nighttime forever. I'd like the sun to come up. Yeah, and when you do get the game, man, I have some sick tutorial videos. Do my cave series, which I'm continuing on Monday. And some day one stuff and basic base build, just early game stuff to help people out. It's a pretty hard game, so it never hurts to... I can't go all the way to the other swamp. I'll just have to pass through the swamp direct next to the redwoods. One frog, can't believe it. I don't know if you're in here lurking, Chaos, but I'll tell you. My Steam? Oh, just type Bigs Around on Google. I'm the first 2 pages. Also, in every one of my YouTube videos, there's a link to my Steam account underneath at the bottom. Just, you know, you bring the drop down so you can have more info. There's a direct link to my Steam there, as well as my Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of crap. So that's the easiest way. But because I do so much content, it didn't take me long to be pretty much the first 2 pages on Google. So you can also find Bigs Around. is always around, and you can always find me. Either here, there, or a bit of everywhere. At this point, I'm about to pick up any old dino I'm looking for, because this is ridiculous. And I still have the long flight home. I should kill some stuff to rank up the sergeant too, because speed's just out of control. I need a major speed boost. Yeah, I don't know much about Arc Mobile. So it's been night forever, and now it is raining on top. Obviously the fighting's working out. Crying about egg theft. Are you Merlin, bro? On Steam? Okay, cool. As soon as I'm done the broadcast, I'll add you up. This guy's taking a beating. Now we're getting some speed. I just had enough of nighttime and I had enough of rain. Please, would the sun come up this week? And because you don't notice when it's daytime, because it's like happy times, you always notice when there's rain. You always notice when there's fog. I have so much complaints on this server to get rid of the fog, it's not even funny. It won't be though. Keeping the damn fog. It really screws people up, you know. You lose a bird trying to... I've tried to find a cave entrance once, and right at that moment, deep fog. He really needs an explorer note and to go on a killing spree. That would be ideal. Might do that a little later. Yeah, I've got tired of it being so slow. My buddy just pretty much tamed it for me. And I've been out looking for a frog, but I think one of the problems we have on this server is we have this new NPC tribe thing, and they're awesome, they're hilarious, and you can kind of boost them and make them harder, so gradually every now and then I'm making them harder. But, yeah, they affect the dino count. So I think I might either, and I don't want to really increase the dino count, because it's going to be like, I want to do the caves, you know, and like the snow cave is already pretty tough. Mostly the snow cave, you know. So if I increase the dino count, I'm going to get myself into a little bit of trouble on those snow caves. So I may reduce the NPC count though, because I can't. When I go to the swamp, usually it is like filled with frogs, and I literally found one, and it was a level 20. So WTF to that, you know. So then I got a little frustrated having to fly around so slow. There's an NPC tribe hut right there, and there's an NPC. So might as well kill him up. And we're gonna burn down his house. Oh, you got a friend, do you? So you're shooting fire arrows at me. That's good, because I'll get some fire arrows from him, probably. I wonder if you can pick him up. Let's try and pick him up and drop him to his death. He's running. Yeah. Well, this one's going down. See how well you like this. You got a parachute? Where'd he go? There he goes. Oh, he survived. Maybe they don't take fall damage. Probably like a dino. Where are you gonna go there? Nah, he's waving. Not the right time. That's how you tame them, apparently. You can tame these guys and put them to work in your garden and stuff. Oh, you got open doors here? No, not all the doors. Why do they have two bases already? Looks like something's in there screwing up their shit. Let's see if we got anything good from the NPCs. Hide clothes, pretty common. Some fire arrows, which is cool because you can't get fire arrows on the island otherwise. Yeah, well, and like I've already made them a little harder. You can adjust their melee health, what clothes they wear. So right now, like the first day I left it really low, and then I gave them two times melee, 2 times health, and boosted them up to having flak gear, but they still wear whatever gear randomly, but you may catch them with flak, you know. So that's kind of cool. Oh, I didn't see that raptor sword. Now we're in trouble. I'm gonna die right here. That's why, Metal, I don't like to fight raptors on my bird. At all. So, looks like about 65. And I hope my Argent survives. Yeah, generally scorched and rag. And I started on my raft to slow things down. Fuck me. I should have never done that. I know better. There's always another raptor with the alpha raptors. I'm busy, Arcane. Fuck. Now I'm in a panic here. Can't even find my own house. Door doesn't auto close? No. I better be a low level alpha or that Argent's gonna get trashed. The question mark is for... Was it even 65-80 or 80-65? 80-65-ish. But if the question mark's for the arrows question, then yeah. Or maybe on other maps, like I don't know about every map, you know, like Volcano or Center, I forget, but... This guy heavy? No. Am I heavy? No. that I hate my map, like I have to turn it to see it. I kind of know where 6580 is. Better haul butt, man. I'm deeply concerned about that Argent right now. So yeah, when you're asking me earlier about the 6 gigs, if you're running through the forest like that, especially at high speed, which I'm not, you're gonna get some rubber banding and stuff. I know you didn't. I know you didn't. I'm not saying you were wrong. It's just that they're generally raptors tend to link together and be in packs. Now that one on Carno Island didn't have anybody. But that one was a stupid mistake of mine because I didn't check the area first. I didn't make sure there was no other raptors and it was in the forest, you know? And let's just hope that my whistle caught. I was knocked when I whistled him. One of the great things is that mouse has all my whistles, follow me, don't follow me, into the keys. So I was able to whistle him at least onto attack my target just before getting off, so... I was not saying you're incorrect, Drake. I believed you 100%. But I just got a little careless there, which happens, you know. That's probably sick in front of me. So much for the frog mission. The objective's been lost, man. The objective's been lost. Yeah, whistles are key in this game. That's why I made a whistle video. People don't pay a lot of attention to it. They don't think it's important. But, you know, whistle follow me when you're on a bird when you're new is a good idea. Because if you fall off and die, at least follow your body to the ground, making it easier to get it. A lot of people tap that E button by accident. And then you really want whistle follow 1, whistle stop following 1, and aggressive passive. Well, in my case, I use attack my target passive. Yeah, it takes a little while to getting used to. The common one is pressing E while you're on a bird, jumping off it and dying. I still do it now and then, especially during a heavy promotion phase for the servers, because I'll be kind of back and forth. I'm busy, Arcane. Well, I should see my body bag glowing, but that's not 100% reliable. So that's another button on my mouse, so I can at least kick, whistle, follow all. I also need my body, though. I can't afford to lose it. It's a horrible place to die. It should be right around here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken, where I put that X mark. I kind of don't want the Argent to follow me right now, because I want it to be near my body, because that's my good crossbow in there that I just found. I think I've gone a couple days without dying too, you know, and that's sort of those friggin' dumb. It's a total human error on my part. I should have been double checking the area first. I hear fighting. And gunshots outside. Not really, but that's what it sounds like. Good thing about having tribe mates, especially like sick man dudes, helpful. I retrace my steps. Glowing green trek over there. clear that the alpha didn't get the Carno at this point. I just don't know why that happened to my map either. At one point I had to... All of a sudden I couldn't see the left side of it anymore. GPS is going to be on my list of things to do when I get back, because... I mean, I was pretty sure that's where my X was, right? Well, a little cartoony, that's for sure. You won't be really playing, you won't have to play on low settings exactly, though. You're better off to use the command line to start the game with the different shader. You'll get a lot better, you'll still be able to run on higher settings. The shader's a heavy FPS drain, so... So that would be better than running on low. So anyone, correct me if I'm wrong, was that X when I was dead? GPS shows you exactly where you are on the map, like your exact chords. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that X at 8065? So if I had a GPS it would hold in my right hand, I'd be able to see it a lot better than my map. It's not glitched like my map is. And it would give me the exact points. And what's funny here is I should see the green marker on my Argent. $65.80, huh? Yeah, okay. That's where I am. $65.80? I'm assuming the Argent's safe or it'd be dead by now. It would make sense it was 65.80 because I was headed towards the swamp. Thanks, boys. Much appreciated. Thank God Big's got helpers. I'll let my cat out. Fucking cat, man. In and out, in and out. Or in this time, in. Come on. You don't mind open a window for a second. Get some air here, too. You know, winter is coming. That should be just in, maybe in this forest. I would love to see the green glow on my body right now. I mean, it wasn't the best crossbow, but it's the only thing good that I had. So... fucking jungle, too. Fargan heck. At this point I'll settle for the Argent and scrap that crossbow. That's why I like to have blueprints. We'll start the whistle, follow all. Fuck out of these rocks. But now, that's like pretty much 65.80. I should have written it down. I usually do because I'm always stressed out when I die, especially like that. I panic a little bit and keep keep a pen and a paper right there for stuff like that. Oh, it's such a waste of time too, you know, when you're doing this, you're not being productive. If the bird's alive too, it would have flown up in the air a little bit by now, hopefully. There's possibly an alpha raptor. Okay. I mean, there could be more than one, but it's a start. There's my body. Golden. YouTube, thank you very much. Switch him on passive, get him on follow, get him out of here. I salute everybody on the channel that helped out. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Awesome. Feeling much better now. Let's get this guy all caught up. Okay, what's up with Arcane now? I would like to tell the entire community that I'm broadcasting so they would put off non-emergency questions, but I feel like when I do that it's like begging for views, and I won't go there. You know, if you want to come in and watch me, put the notifications, you know I'm on. That's it, that's all. Yeah, it's a pretty sick job. You guys talking about the compass drops. Yo, thanks for that subscribe, man. Much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. I would like to get sick to take my pterodon home. I don't know what Potion Dust is, no. To be honest with you, no clue. And it also doesn't tell me who just subscribed, so I don't know how to thank you, but it, you know, it was either Svetka God or something, but whoever it was, I do appreciate that, you know, big time. And I mean that from the heart. From the heart. Let's get you to stop swirling around here before I get sick from dizziness. Get our clothes back on. So Six gonna come pick up the pterodon. Yo, thanks a bunch, man. Sorry to stop you from what you were doing there. I went and fought an alpha raptor without thinking, dude. Didn't even look if there was other raptors. Middle of the jungle. Just horrible gameplay. Horrible gameplay.
I don't mind coming in. I love the search and rescue part of the game. That's one of the most exciting things.
Well, then you've found yourself the correct tribe mate, sir, because, no, actually I haven't died in a couple days, but, you know, I was chatting, having a good time. I got a couple cool people in the YouTube broadcast, and then I just saw I was getting greedy. I want to rank up the sergeant speed. You know what else, too, I think, bud? Two choices, but I just did a swamp tour, and usually there's, like, hundreds of frogs, and I saw one. So I brought the AI tribes from 500 to 300. I'm thinking two options. One, do I increase the dino spawns a bit, which is risky because of caves and lag? Or do I decrease the AI and increase the dino spawns a bit? I don't know, but I'm a little shocked at how many frogs there were around the swamp. So any thoughts you want to share on that? Appreciate it. Not sure yet, but I won't restart the server to do it. I'll just put it in for the next server restart, you know?
Remember, it's still fresh white, so dinos are still populating the map in a way, so...
Okay, true, and I just did a dino wipe yesterday. AI dino wipe. So maybe that's it. So I shouldn't do AI dino wipes then, for now. For like once a week, maybe?
You don't do dino wipes?
Alright. I'll avoid them then. Like once in a while they're kind of good, especially on Aberration, because everyone gets stuck in a trench, you know? But I don't know if it's needed on the island. Except when they add a new dino, then you kind of have to do it, or you should, but...
Or when we start running out of 150 Rexes.
Yeah, okay, good. Well, we'll keep it a little bit more... I won't do them as often. I used to do them quite a bit thinking it was good. And, whoops. And sometimes it is good, you know. But for now, I'll lay off.
Debating it in discussions forever, so you're going to get your pros and cons on it, on the issue.
I've noticed that. I did some research before I did the last one because my bro was busting my balls about it a bit. And, you know, it's... Most people kind of like, no, don't do it, or only do it in this case. But for sure on Aberration, I cruised the map once, and there was like, I don't know how many dinos stuck in a trench, right? Because over time, of course, it's like a fishnet at that point. You know, just leave it out. Eventually, it's going to happen. But this map doesn't have that same problem, so I won't do it for a while until you report the need or something. All right, cool.
Good.
Alright, I'm going to get back on this frog mission that's turning into a bit of a burner, but I'll keep trying. I've not... Mystic's my golden child for finding good dinos, but I'd like to get a frog for the cementing paste and chitin, you know? Start ranking it up for the swamp cave, so I'm going to take a look around, see what I can find. And thanks for your help again, sir. Maybe I'll cancel my revolution to take over the tribe, because it seems like you're a pretty great tribe leader, so yeah. I might tell Mystic we're going to cancel the plan.
Just don't leave your naked body laying around.
I've already noticed that I wake up, and when I fart, it just goes... whew. So something's been going on. Alright, back to the swamp. Thanks again for the help getting that Argent back, guys. Much appreciated. Let's hope this time we don't screw it up. And yeah, that crossbow isn't amazing, but what's the damage on it? Like, I need that early game. 166, the best one we got. I just got it on my first stream. Yeah, sure. Well, of course, Arc Mobile's pay to win. That's the standard. That's the standard model for Arc games, for mobile games. Now they do or have started to. I don't know if it's implemented yet, but you can use God mode in single player. At least I heard, and as well, you can. They're gonna have private servers if they don't already. So that's one thing, right? So that's kind of a little different, but yeah, I mean, I don't play mobile games because I'm pretty comfortable with my bank account, and if I was playing mobile games, I'd be spending too much money on them. Like, I played some crappy one once, a Walking Dead one, and like I was buying guns and all kinds of stuff. So it's like, I just don't want to get into it because I'll get addicted. Pay to win games are bad for me because I will pay to win. So that's a bit of a problem. Yeah, exactly, right? Exactly. So no, that's not available in this game. However, on private servers like mine, we can add mods like we want. So you could probably, there's trader mods out there. You can set up currencies and stuff, and there may be a way to do all that. But if you own a PvP server, you're not going to want to be doing that. It'll kill your community. If you have fair trades, okay. But if you're boosting up some players, giving free stuff to some players, then forget about it. It's not going to work. You're going to lose your community real fast. So it's not recommended. But, you know, that's how it is. That's why most PvP players, definitely, and for me as well, I would never play PvP on a private server because you just never know. So I would only play PvP on officials, and it is crazy toxic. If you got a big tribe, maybe, but if you're running like, you know, like solo, I wouldn't bother. Now solo, I do have a scheme, is I build boxes, put them in the water, and hide them. And I only tame the very couple dinos that I need, like bad. And then what I'll do is what I do is I get these boxes hidden in the water, and I won't build and I have a small base in the forest hidden somewhere. And, you know, Ankylo, Doed, Pterodon, Argent, that's it. And I won't build my real base until I've got turrets, flower turrets, gates, a metal house, vaults, all that stuff inside those hidden sea crates. And I just have to pray to God no one finds the sea crates. And of course, I could not stream that or YouTube it. So, you know, it's a no-go for me. And I don't manage PvP servers because they just are too big a problem when it comes to management. Like a big headache. I do love PvP though. That's why I'm looking forward to Division coming out. Or even Fallout 76, depending how that gets set up. But I don't love PvP on this. Yeah, well, our server's PvE. Right, so you don't have to worry about getting raided. It's not possible. And you still need a little bit of base defenses because, you know, although right now it's, like I said, exclusive server, you're not going to just join in it off the street. You have to go through my Steam friends list. There's a vetting process. But when we didn't have that, you get a troll or a jerk in there, and even though it's PvE, he drops dinos in your base, but that's very easy to defend against. I actually have a video called PvE, you still need base defenses, but you get a few flower turrets and turrets, you're good to go. We have rules against that. That's an auto ban, but it doesn't happen anymore. I mean, I don't know how many players are on right now. So 20, I know every one of these players. I've been playing with them for months. You know, they're good people. Sick Chaos I've been playing with for probably over a year now. So these are guys that want to do bosses together. They want to trade together. They want to raise and breed dinos together. They want to run the caves together, you know. They're not here to ruin each other's day, you know. It's people that just want to enjoy the game in this way. So Southwest Cave. I don't know the Southwest. You got Lower South, Upper South, Southeast, Northeast, Northwest. You might be talking about the Swamp Cave. If so, don't go in there. I don't have it marked on my thing. I got Lower South, Upper South, Southeast, Northeast, Center, Central, which is the one at the volcano. So I think you're talking, and yeah, and you know what? That must be this. It has lava. That's probably the Southeast Cave. It's on the right side of the map. There's two. The lava one's the only one. It's easy to get to. It's right on the right side of your map. Yeah. If that's the lava cave, you're good to go. What is that? I'm gonna kill that. What's that alpha over there? Sure, I just saw the glow. There's an alpha raptor with no other raptors around. I mean, it's gonna suck if Sick has to come get me again. It's a bit too many headaches around here, but I might catch an easy kill. On stamina and health quickly. I don't think this is worth it. The lava cave is pretty great. Lava cave, okay? Grappling hooks or at least a parachute, absolutely obligatory. It's very easy to get lost in. What you want to do is stay to the right until the first lava pool, and then you're gonna go left. And there's some dangerous jumps. And look, I'll tell you what. If you fall in that lava cave, unless you're super good with your grappling hook, I've done it. You land in the lava and grapple out right away, you're done. If you lose your gear, your dino's insta dead. That lava's not. You can't go back and get your stuff. So if you're gonna get in there, make sure you're ready. You know, maybe have a quick look at the lava cave video first. You know, at least the beginning part of it, where I tell you what some of the key parts are. If you're bringing a dino in there, be careful. And boy, expect to fight a lot. You got the oryx. You got scorpions. You got spiders. You got dilos. I mean, you name it, it's in there. It's a battle cave. Took me 4 tries. I think it was on my 5th attempt that I finally did it solo with no dinos. And part of the reason was I'd get lost on the way back. And be low, and you need to bring extra water. It's quite hot, and it was hilarious. I fell in the lava once. I'm gonna go for this alpha. I fell in the lava once, grappled out. I was dying of thirst, and the guy drank the water. So I drank the lava, and I didn't need water anymore. Classic. But there's quite a few live videos of me failing at it, and then of course I made the tutorial video to actually get it done. I better get focused on the task here. We're going over to the swamp. Let's get this. Let's actually get over there. Yeah, well, I'm sure that happens. I mean, mobiles, I heard it just like eats phone power. Arc, as far as I know, and this is debatable, I don't think there's another game on PC that uses as much, like it's one of the games you can raid a computer with. You want to see how good you want to build a boss machine and see how good you can do? This is the game you want to do it with. This game is a beast in all respects. And there is core issues with it, okay? They built it, when Wildcard built this game, they were a brand new company. Jeremy, the boss, had left another business, right, where he worked and developed this game with a small team. And Now we're seeing some frogs. And you know, they put it on the Unreal Engine, an older version of it. The engine's not really built for building and shooting, so there's core issues that'll never get fixed. So people are complaining, oh, optimize the game and fix the game before releasing new stuff. It's not a question of fixing, it's a question of tearing it apart and rebuilding it on a new engine. So there's just no point crying about it. I mean, it doesn't run great. For me, it runs great because I have a good PC, but there's still glitches. I mean, my tripe stuff goes through walls. For PvP, the glitches are more devastating because you can under-mesh a base. When you fly to someone's base fast, it renders from the inside out. So, you know, building a maze or hiding stuff just doesn't get you anywhere. You know what I mean? You just fly up and check the guy. So for PvP, I find the issues are serious enough. And on officials, look, if someone loses all their dinos because of some glitch or some BS happens on a private server like mine, I can go fix it up and straighten it out, you know. On officials, people have lost 8 months worth of work. You know, they go into the cluster to transfer the obelinks. Something goes wrong, and boom, their character's gone. You know? Level 100 on official takes a long time. So imagine how frustrating that would be. Here I can just use, you know, it'll take me 20 minutes to get all your, I'll get you to make a new character. I'll give you all your experience back with a admin command. Where did this guy go? And then we'll just go force you back into your tribe, so it's no big deal. Watch, that's the one I can't see, and he's going to be the good one. Now, when I had my boss gear on my other map, I'd come in here on foot, park the bird, and run around, but I had like a boss sniper, boss shotgun. No problem. It's not really too doable. This crap box stuff I got. I ain't gonna be battling capros and titan boas. I don't even have enough torpor. One shot from a titan boa and I'm having a snooze. I crashed in the lava cave once. Disconnected. Pretty terrible. Yeah, oh, you're welcome to the minute you get that PC, man. Come on down. Like I said, I can't just let randoms off the internet join, but, you know, you're good to go. And that's how we didn't build it like that at first. I built 135 or I don't know how many players at Discord I had. And quite a few players, but then you kind of, all of us core players got kind of frustrated at the behavior of the few. So we thought, you know what, especially for me trying to manage 4 servers alone and stuff. We thought, you know what? Let's change the game up, run things smaller, but with good people, you know. And now we're in a really great place because of that decision. 45, 35. So if I was on foot, I'd be killing all these. I don't really feel like messing around with my Argent near the water. That Capro, alpha or not, there's no such thing as an alpha, but that Capro ripped me right off this bird, put me into a grip. Next thing you know, I'm fighting Titan Boas, and then my Argent's at major risk sitting in here alone while I come back. Oh, 115? That's worth it. We'll get him. Pick him up. No. Go back, get rid of the spyglass. See the 115? I don't remember that being the color. There we go. Fuck me. And piranhas. And I got at least 2 of them. Oh, I got too close to the water. $659.80. I'll be good this time. It's not far. Freaking Capro pulled me off the bird. Can I take this pterodon though?
That's what they're there for.
Yeah. We all do. Miss a lot of them, man. Some of those people are good people. We lost good ones along with the crappy ones. Husker was cool. He's never around anymore. Just people didn't want to start over. Especially people that, when you got 4,000 or 5,000 hours in Arc, 5980, you know for sure you're starting over. Everyone's used to that. There's 1,000 reasons why, so we don't mind. But if this was the first time you played Arc and we got a lot of newbies on my server, and they have to start over, they don't get it. And we couldn't allow it to happen again. Like I was saying earlier, I never had wipes on my server. It's the first time. So we couldn't allow it to happen again, and that meant certain people couldn't come back, period. Queen Bee could have, though. It's too bad she didn't. She never got that close to the water there. Those capros. And when I had my boss shotgun and sniper, man, I would just shotgun everybody around me, no problem. Also I had med brews. I mean, you remember, I think you've been in some of those streams, Drake. You know, you got medical brews, you got stim juice, you got everything you need to get out of those jams. I hate that I have to turn that. It drives me nuts. So it's the next line below this one coming up. Okay. At least I wrote it down this time. And it's not in a deep forest, a little easier to find, but I do got to hustle down there. The Argent's going to be in a bit of a fight. It's going to be a lot more brutal than one Alpha Raptor that it probably flew away from. And I got to clear everything up to get my body back, so that's going to be a bit tight as well. First thing first, though, we're going to pull that Argent out if he's in a fight. No, he's okay. Just gonna be careful fighting. Don't really want the capo to pull me off again. Two gators. Get him on passive and follow. Looks like he's taking a heavy damage. Get him up in the air here, see how he's doing. Come on, buddy, let's move. How's the blood on him? Oh, he's in pretty good shape. Now, here's the weird part. Your baryonyx. Grappling hook right now, if I could hunt a Tapejara, would be good. I mean, what am I going to do here? I'm going to switch up to the Argent. Sarco right there. Try and kite the Sarco out. Baryonyx will also pull me off. Okay, well, me and you boys are going for a run. Let's go. We'll get him up on dry land here. Well, let's go, guys. I think we'll kill them. We got a 15-minute tight, boys. They're my enemy. All enemies, I hate them. Frogs even in the battle. Back to passive. Yeah, this people I'm gonna miss for a really long time. Can't land. Alright, we gotta do this quick. Now we'll switch birds and we'll try and pick up a frog even with the pterodon. Spleedmento. That frog's still around. Little damage on the gear there. Let's go see if we can find that frog and not get wrecked. Is that 115 female? Okay. The baryonyx is close. Normally I'm a like 120 plus, 130 plus kind of guy, but I just want to get at least one frog for cementing paste. And if you're talking to me if I've ever played Unturned, I have not. I just want to get this one frog for cementing paste and chitin. Bring them into the jungle right behind the house, kill tons of bugs, and boom, we're done. Let's check out what Unturned is for sure. I've never built a Titan platform saddle. I don't know if they exist. Because, maybe, right? I wouldn't know, but I never... On our servers, a Titan only lives for 24 hours. You can't feed it, so it'll always starve to death. And you can change that setting if you wanted. So our Titans are used to rank up like Wyverns. You know, when we add Scorched Earth, and we'll have it again, or Ragnarok will be first. We're gonna add Ragnarok like early next week. I'm not telling anybody yet. But when we add Scorched Earth and Ragnarok and all the maps together. You know, you go tame your Wyvern, you want to rank up your Wyvern, you just hunt down Titans, and it's great for that. I think it's like, what, 1,000 hide, a ton of prime meat, so it's a good kill. Yeah, what's it all about, Merlin? I'll check it. I'm going to check it out when I'm done broadcasting, for sure. But like I said, I definitely can't play any other games right now. And I'm not going to broadcast a game I'm learning and crappy at either. I mean, I'm not really playing my best right now, but I mean, you know, I'm not terrible either. At least, you know, if I jumped on a Fortnite right now, I'd get destroyed. So that's why it's the Division, because I played well over 1,000 hours on Division 1, and I had excellent mentors, so to speak. Rick the Duck, amazing at that game. I played with a guy named Diamond Nitro or Demon Nitro. And Blasan. Great people. And they were kind enough to let me into their little squad, and Rick the Duck really knew what he was doing for the gear and showed me a lot of things. So that game I'm jumping on minute 1 when it releases. And Fallout 76 just... Of course, we don't know yet, but it looks amazing. Okay, a Titanosaurus cannot be fed on official servers or this server. So in a PvP server you would tame one just for a raid, you know, but you'd have to do your raid within 24 hours. So because the Titanosaurus cannot be fed, it won't eat, it's gonna starve to death. It'll run out of food and die. So will these dinos, but they can eat off feeders. You can feed them individually, you know. Whoops, sorry. I was wondering if I could go attack that little hut over there. I'll go put it down in my raft trap. I don't know if Sick needs to use his trap. And it's still got a ceiling on it. And when Mystic's online, or Emily HD, my girlfriend, she needs like 4 or 5 traps. She just fills them up. Tames a bunch of stuff. We got 3 traps right now. Make sure he's in. Park everyone up. Get some trank darts down here. Is he in? Yeah. Okay, you can feed Titanosaurus if the server settings allow for it, right? You can feed it. I'm pretty sure you can put meat in it. It just won't eat it. I think it's just meat. Oh, there's the compass. No pants. Well, the default settings, by default, you can't feed them. And on officials, you cannot feed them. It would be so OP, it's ridiculous. On my server, I can do the settings however I want. There's, hundreds and hundreds of settings. It's crazy. With between mods and whatever, you can rebuild the game completely, right? But I don't want to allow it. Even though we're PvE, if you could tame Titans, everyone would want to have 20 of them, and there'd just be too many Titans on the map tamed, and it would be a headache for me. What's the problem here? Because it just didn't load it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Some servers probably do allow it. I never have. One thing about servers, we learned this, that's for sure, but if you let things get out of control, if you want to have a server with like 5 of your buddies on it or 3 people or something small, then yeah, you can go nuts, allow everyone to do whatever they want. But in our case, 20, 30 players, average, you're going to want to be mindful of the settings. Everyone's going to build, everybody's going to tame, and if you had Titans, people would be like really excited about them. And there'd be a whole lot of taming of Titans going on. And there'd be a lot of Titans on the map. Would have been good to have some stims, but we'll just have a little rest. And yeah, so just before, this map's brand new, just before we started this, I was at the end game or 3/4 middle game. And I had, stacks of the best gear, stacks of ghillie suits, all the brews, hundreds of brews in my fridge. And it was a different kind of game. This guy's a big YouTube and stream supporter, so I gotta make sure I take a minute to give him a decent message. Alright, we'll probably try and stay out of the tongue range this time, eh? Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna check it out. Look at that, tongue's got range on it. Should be trying to make headshots. pretty sure I'm going to be using prime meat for this, but I'll be double checking the wiki. It's been a long time. I had kibble last one I did. Is he asleep and glitched? Nope. I'm not sure if you're... I don't know about unturned. I know that you're not going to be running on... You can run on high with Arc, but you would have to use the SM4 code. You wouldn't be able to do it without that. Alright, he's asleep. Time to get some prime. So it just depends. You'd be running on a mix of high and medium for sure. But it depends on what starts you want to use, you know. I just get I get confused about my own base here. Essentially, when you're on my friends list, when I add you after this, I'll send you a link to what I'm talking about. But basically, there's FPS stuff you can use. I have it saved in a Google Doc for my players on my Discord. And bring the Argent out, get prime meat. Wherever he is. We gotta rename this guy. What are we gonna name him? Is it a guy or a girl? Female? Can't think of one right now. Get on it after. Speed's looking better now. Still a ways to go before it's as fast as I want it to be. Well, you definitely won't be able to live stream Arc with that computer. I mean, you could, but you're gonna have to dumb down the graphics completely. Streaming is, you know, the pros use two PCs, man. One for gaming, and the streams run through another one. I drop 10 FPS as soon as I load up OBS to stream. Making videos though, NVIDIA Shadow Play, which is what I was saying and probably cut myself off earlier. How am I supposed to find Prime like this? NVIDIA Shadow Play is amazing. I got a great editor that I use for free. It takes a while to learn, but there's good free editors out there. You don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna get some narco juice just in case, but I don't think I'll need it. So yeah, can't remember the name. Here's the editor I use. VSDC free video editor. It's awesome, but you know it takes time to learn it. Like like my computer is bossed up right now, and I'm sure that GPU is running at 97%. You know, it's a bit of a headache to stream and run Arc. So I don't know about live streaming, but as far as playing goes, you'll be good to go. And if you're using NVIDIA Shadow Play, which I don't know if you can, because your card's not NVIDIA, then yeah, you're good to go with that. Shadow Play is for recording, not streaming, and it's great. I use OBS to stream. It's free. It's amazing. I love it. I wouldn't use anything else. And once you're a Twitch affiliate, everything you do on Twitch becomes exclusive to Twitch for 24 hours. But when I first started and I wasn't an affiliate, I could Twitch to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Stream, sorry, it was great. And, man, this weather. I'll take a 2-minute break here while I wait for the weather to clear. So it was great, you know. Now I'm not allowed anymore. But I do need to get Mixer, and I'll stream to YouTube and Mixer at the same time. Starting tomorrow. I just had a really busy 4 days getting the server set up to run correctly in the way I wanted and all that kind of stuff. So, alright, give me a minute, guys. I don't feel like searching for Prime like this. It won't be long. Alright, great. We'll head off to Carno Island. Yeah. Yeah, Brontos are a great way to get Prime, but I'll just grab some on Carno Island real quick and I'll rank up my bird real good. Assuming we don't have the same raptor issue. It's also a real big plus living across from Carno Island. As you know, Metal, I'm sure since you moved to the Hidden Lake, you've been much happier. Much better than the South. South is a great place to start. That's why I start with a raft. And in this, on a recent, I've had a lot of starts in this game. I love starting, actually. Solo starts, tribe starts, whatever. I've always started with a raft. You see, Arcane does the same. A lot of the boys in my server were not Arcane. He's played lots of hours, but with tons of mods on his own private servers. He came here because he likes the community, but I always start with a raft, and in fact, twice I've swam to Herbivore Island to go ahead and get. You know, I'm tempted to shoot this raptor from right on top of this trap, just for game, and then I'll take my last shot with the. Oh no! My frog's in there. Man, am I ever having bad luck tonight? There's a yute attacking my raft now. Oh, that frog's probably dead. And, you know, attacking the yute is going to be a headache. Well, odds are, I'm sad to say, Mr. Merlin, there's a good... I mean, I'll definitely be down to try with you for a little bit. I don't know how dedicated I'll be, because I have my game list, which is Ark, Division 2, and Fallout 76. But I'll be happy to jump on there with you, especially if it's like team play, and see what we can do, you know? I certainly can't do anything but play Ark right now, because it's for the community. I can let my frog wake up, though, so it's not lost. I won't know, though, until I put some prime in him. Until he has his first bite. And if he starves tame instantly, well, I'm just going to have a garbage frog.
How are they coming from?
I was starve taming him. But now I don't know. Because he might have taken some damage. If that's what you're asking about. Was the yute hitting him or just the boat?
Actually, inside your this other pin right here inside the door.
I mean, they're really great for fur, man. I'm not actually hating that they're coming around. I'm scared now because he's starved tame. I'm going to feed him, he's going to tame, but I guess I'll take him no matter what. I wouldn't mind to get another load of prime. I was just landing at Carno Island to get prime.
Too damaged? You haven't started taming yet, so he should be okay.
But he's unconscious, right? But he looks like he took no damage. He's not bleeding, so, you know. But isn't when he's unconscious, if he takes hits, that's going to screw up his taming percentage? I mean, I can't wake him up. And he's going to auto-tame when I feed him. So either way, he's getting tamed. I'm going to go get some more prime to do it, though. I only got 3 pieces out of that ute, so.
I said it only takes 8 minutes, so.
Yeah, but I only got 3 prime on me, so I'll go get another load there and then come back and we'll do it in 1 second. We'll see how it goes. Either way, it's something. I just wanted to get some cementing paste and stuff.
Get over to Carno and kill a couple of RGs. RGs give you about 8 to 12 prime.
Yeah, I was eyeing a little Alpha Raptor. Someone's got a trap there, so I could literally stand on it, crossbow him a bit. And then I want to rank my Argent up too, so you get good stuff from Alpha Raptors. So I'm going to see what I can do. And I will be back. Still on speed for a little bit here. Not much more, but... Yeah, exactly. As soon as it's knocked out. And normally I don't have any issues with letting it wake up. But because I'm starve taming it, as soon as I put food in that thing right now, it's going to tame. So there's no going back. There's no fixing the problem. We'll have to take it how it is. But he did not look bloody. And my tribe mate reported that the ute decided to go after probably my bed. Might have been trashed in the raft. That raft just has a bed in it. It probably will never move unless my girlfriend moves it. I just built it because it holds 2 traps and a bed in case, you know, my girlfriend does like raft taming. She could take the chance. You could, if you looked good for whales and had a repair kit, you can bring it right across here to Carno, no problem, and you'd have 2 traps ready to go. You could tame two Carnos or whatever you wanted in there. Let's go see. I think this was a rank 75 if it's the same one. 25. If that's 25 alpha, that's perfect. Let's get to work on him just with the Argent here. Not take too many hits. I can just tank this guy out. Most likely. Oh, we're in the map. Look at how fast it is. It's like still all over me. Yeah, might as well just land and do it. I'm go down to a quarter health and then recover his health on a rock. Force feed. Yeah, well, you're still going to have a decent PC to run a lot of games real well. It's just that Ark's a pig. A hog. I'll be down. I have to go heal soon. This Alpha Raptor's real damage, though. I'm tempted to push. But it's getting risky. Gotta go. There's our big cliff. How's the stamina looking? Decent. We'll just get up to about half and go back at him before it heals too much. Not even, yeah, a little over half. That's gotta be enough. I don't want that raptor to heal much. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. There you go. 74 raw prime. That'll do the job, eh? Where's his bag, though? Did the bird pick it up? I mean, it looks like it gave me stone crap. Recipe for medical brew that I really don't need. Well, let's go get this frog tamed. But probably got a couple levels out of that. 7. That's what I'm saying. We'll deal with that after. I have no idea. I don't know enough about Unturned to answer that question. I have no idea what the specs are. You'd want to find out what the minimum specs are and make sure you're quite a bit over it, you know. And I don't know what that like. You know, my mic isn't good enough, and I don't know. This headset was still pretty expensive, but I need a proper mic. You know, my camera was $100, so there's other investments before you stream. My next things is a second monitor. I have a Samsung on my right to monitor the chat. That's no good because I can't monitor multiple chats with it. So my left side's my cell phone to monitor my Discord for the server. You know, so there's a lot of other stuff to think about there. %. He took a beating. Can he wake up? No, he's not gonna wake up. Can I Stimberry wake him or what? I mean, forget it. It's just a 115. I'm just going to let it go. He's going to finish in one bite anyways. I'm not surprised. I'm guessing the Ute might have destroyed my little bed in there too. No, the Ute was in the back. The bed was in the back.
I didn't hear chewing, so...
Oh, the bed survived. Not that I cared. And you know what? If it was a 145, that would be a little upsetting. But it's not that high level, anyways.
Never seen Uties down this hard. That's really weird.
Well, we got the heart trophy, you know, the collectible, and quite a bit of fur off both of them. So, or pelt, you know, it's not a total loss. And the frog was just something to do, I guess, and get one frog at least. I'll probably take him out and rank him up tomorrow or later tonight. Mystic likes him too, so I'll get another one. I might do a little quick. Sorry, go ahead.
Pretty good saddle for him too.
Yeah, I'll save that for a better one. I'm gonna go take another look, honestly, for another one. And man, I killed that Alpha Raptor on Carno, got 7 levels for the bird, so it's not a loss. That's minimum specs or recommended? I suppose I could have carried the frog in. We'll get a saddle for him for now. So that means minimum, I guess, what you just typed. Okay, we'll put on the journeyman. Yeah, well, we'll probably stream it. I don't know. Here, Froggy, where did you go, buddy? Oh, it looks like you might have gone for this. Did you jump down the cliff? Yep. Health and melee will be what this guy gets. Is that a red drop? Nope, probably not. And I don't really know. We're gonna have to find out. More rain, more fog. Weather keeps getting better. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do here. 1, 2, 3. A little more health. Stam, I think I'm okay with it. Weight for sure. Let's get rid of some of this prime. Fog and rain, la 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 la. Oh, Andres, I didn't notice. Sorry I missed your message. Thanks for the "you are the best" comment. Much appreciated. Yeah, for sure. Um, you might want to. I do stream a little more on Twitch. I'm not sure if you have it. Might want to get on that as well. But I like to try and do both every day, so I will be streaming on both. And I'll get that friend request taken care of as soon as I get off this as well. And you're welcome to join my Discord community. But I don't know, like you can get on that with your phone, I guess. You don't have to play on the server to join that, so if you want, I can send you an invite on Steam. 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But my girlfriend works nights at the casino, so when she gets home in an hour, either she'll play or I'll hang out with her, so I'm definitely going to probably stream for another hour. Depending, I mean, I do long days in front of the PC. All day and all morning is usually for the community and getting things working right, and then in the evenings I try and play. So, you know, I don't get to sleep much because I'm pretty into what I'm doing. So my days are 14, 15 hours in front of the PC with lots of breaks and try and get some exercise. So it's hard to say how much longer I'll last, but I'm going to go for another frog. So you're an hour behind. Must be Central Time, I would think. Terrible weather again. I'll fly here and grab this coffee. I can't post it here. It's not public at all. But I'm going to send it to you on Steam when I accept your friend request. I'm just going to get a coffee. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, better weather. That's nice. Now, if I found a high-level baryonyx, that'd be just as good to bring home. So we'll start looking for baryonyx and baryonyx or frogs. Andres is happy. Are you still here? I don't think so. I think it's Metal, Merlin, and the Lurker that's been around since the beginning. I love Lurkers, by the way. Lurkers are cool. Oh, what do we got here? Where'd you go? $35, no good. 100 plus, we'll take it. But a really nice one would be cool, or a nice baryonyx, I wouldn't complain. It took me 3 days to find a decent baryonyx in here on the last server. Three 6-hour, no, 3 3-hour shifts of hunting in the swamp. It's like I'm tempted to, we have tons of plant X. I just feel like picking them up just cause, but not worth the risk. This is Capro territory too, you gotta be careful. Oh, I can't fight while I'm on my thing. Okay, I was wondering. I got that locked in. Just get rid of that house. Don't like those NPCs are in trouble. Oh, forget it. Can't see nothing. Don't want any headaches this time. Too much bad luck already tonight. Gotta try and make, yeah, for sure. And in PvP, it's a pretty big part of the meta now. I do watch the odd. I only watch official. Unofficial, you never know if it's real or staged, you know. But you will see an official sometimes 7-on-7 metal para fights, or 6-on-6 or whatever. It's pretty commonly used. And Metal was just talking about it today. You know, he was talking about another YouTuber. I don't mention names, and I understand you're making entertainment, but a lot of times it's just you know, Metal was talking about like thousands of turrets and all this kind of stuff, and well, yeah, it's on a private server, you know. You can't build that many on official. The settings don't allow for it. And you know, they're probably spawning it in, or you know, it's just set up kind of like for the show, which is great because that's showing something people don't see every day. But if you want to see how PvP really works, official's the only place you're going to get a for sure example of that. And the most popular Twitch guys are definitely playing on official. And that's why they're the most popular, because you know you're getting, not YouTubers, because tutorials and stuff, you know, Gator's been around forever. But as far as live stream goes, I find that if you want to see the guy with 1,000 viewers, or 2,000 viewers, which is pretty rare, is going to be on, I don't want to mess, I can't pick up his gear there anyways with all those Titan bows. I can later, as soon as I have a good shotgun blueprint, I'll be able to jump off and fight, but I'm not going to do it with my crap box crossbow. And we're going to run up into the swamp a little deeper here. Just head up towards the redwoods. Yeah, I can't stand Brontos. I'll get 2 for the eggs, but I got no use for them. I built on everything, you know. In all my hours playing this game, I've definitely done a lot of building. Just to see, you know, how to mess with it. One of my favorite builds is in my Steam from a long time ago on a Quetzal. You know, you can't, you know, it's against the rules in official, but it was on a private server, but I covered it completely in metal. You really couldn't get a shot on it. And painted it black and red. It looks kind of like a jet. And then my brother and I were flying one once with rocket launchers on it and all kinds of crazy stuff. And he shot the back right off it. It was such a cool visual. I was flying like with the K button like this, you know. So he fires a rocket and just big explosion. He dies. All the back went black because that's what it does when it's damaged. And it was one of my favorite moments ever in Ark because it was just so funny. Just hilarious. Here, froggy, 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 froggy. Might head to the other swamp. Now that I've opened up the options to bury as well, I might get a little luckier. It's just dangerous if I get pushed back down on a tree and I got another capro. You can run out of luck with that sort of stuff. You know, my Argent was lucky to survive last time because it kind of just flew up and stood there. And Metal might have seen them, I don't know, but just for entertainment purposes, I was running around the swamp for a couple hours a day, kind of killing everything and taming frogs and looking for a berry. And, you know, it's a lot easier when you have the right gear. We don't have the blueprints yet of the gear. That's one of the reasons I was running around for an hour and a half tonight trying to get stamina, trying to get gear, you know. We're going to head off to the other swamp section. It's a little bit further away, but you never know, we might get a berry. Yeah, I could. It wouldn't be wise though, because if I did disconnect or crash, then I would fall and die. You know, the better move would be to land somewhere safe and log off. There's a Titan. So it wouldn't be something I would commonly do, that's for sure. And you mean go offline like log off? No. When you log off the game, you're automatically kicked off your bird, so you would fall to your death. On a Quetzal platform saddle? Yeah, but it wouldn't be smart because Ark's a little bit weird. Let's say you're on a raft even and you log off. When you log back in, a lot of times you're under the raft in the water, which is no big deal. You just swim up and get out. So logging off on an object that isn't a solid floor is pretty sketchy. So I would not log off while on a Quetzal. I would simply eat a bunch of food, make sure I drank enough water and stay logged in and walk away. So yes, you can, but there's a very high chance you'll be dead when you come back. So it's just simply not worth the risk. I don't see Rexes in the swamp too often. Well, I guess you kind of do. And, you know, if you're taming a Quetz and you have a Quetz, that's kind of exactly how you're going to do it. You use your Quetz platform saddle to tame a second Quetz. You know? Not finding much of nothing. But my tribe mate knows better than me, and I just killed all the wild... Oh man, 2 Baryonyxes getting at least 1. Okay, it's only a 15. Looks like I could get a cheap shot in on that Rex though. There we go. Easy points. Oh. Sure, the swamp be happy that Rex is gone. The Baryonyx is back in charge now. Alright, that's why it took me days to find a good one, man. So many low levels. Why is Little Frog messing with the Bronto? Oh, we've got another possible fight I can skimp in on here. Death to the Rex Day. So I'm out of that fight now. Let these guys work it a bit. Keep on task here. One more tour this side, and then we'll go to the last little piece of swamp that I'm interested in, and then we'll have to call it. Head back, see what we can find, maybe a cat or something on the way home. It's nice when you're hunting like 8 or 10 different dinos, because then you got a good chance at least finding one that's good. Same crappy ones I'm seeing over and over again. Alright, let's go to this last stop here. My old marker from back in the day. I'm not going to put any more because my map will just get covered with them. Fatigue is starting to set in. I'm not sure this next coffee will really do any good, but we'll give it a shot. After a while, it doesn't really work. Here we go into a big part of the swamp. The swamp is massive on this map. Pretty dangerous being down there. Oh, we got a note maybe? Yeah. If I get the boost, I'm just gonna go kill some stuff. Yeah, let's go do some murder. I won't be murdering right here. We'll head back home, pass by the mountain ranges. Maybe a couple aloes here in the redwoods. You gotta watch in the redwoods. redwoods, those bums jump off of trees and take you right off your bird. It's never happened to me because I've been lucky. I used to like to joke around and be like, oh man, no problem, but it's a big freaking problem. This would be a great time to run into an Alpha Carno. If you're really well prepared for it, I wouldn't like it because every time you go out to farm mats, you gotta bring an army. The capros are hard to get around. Like, you can't fight capros on much except by hand because they're gonna pull you off. There's no big deal if you have a shotgun. Even when they're holding you, you can point your shotgun down and kill them. But, you know, there's plus sides too. You're gonna have a big selection of dinos, but it's not for me. I don't want to have headaches every time I fly out of my base. Even where I am, I have headaches. But, you know, Hidden Lake's my favorite spot. We're right close to it. Another great... There's lots of great spots on the map. And in PvP, the swamp might be okay. It depends. There's a real difference when you're playing PvE or PvP when it comes to where you're going to live and stuff. And then it would matter, like, if you're on a PvP server that's fresh, there's a lot of dinos, then you're going to have a situation where, like, there's a lot of dinos in the swamp around you. It can make it a little bit more frustrating for someone to bring in all their land dinos. You know, they might take a little damage or get pulled off by a capro on the way, stuff like that. But I've personally never lived in the swamp and don't want to. I lived in the redwoods once, and it was murderously difficult until we got settled down. The terror birds were the big problem. They're just so fast. But I did love it. If you set up in a neat spot, it's just a beautiful place to live. And this is really high risk because those little phylos, I guess, I think it is, are on the trees waiting to pull you right off. I would agree with Drake on that. Northeast, even the northwest, but my actual probably favorite spot would be right where the river comes out on the ocean in the northeast. But Hidden Lake is one of my top spots. That's where Drake's living now. I'm sure he's loving it. Probably a little rough at first. Drake's on the Discord, even though he plays on PS4. He's a great guy to have around, man. We love him. You know, he shares his experiences kind of as he goes, and you know, okay, we'll kill this Rex. Perfect. And you know, he had some ups and downs, but now he's getting it done. Dimorphs. They can be rough. Kind of hard targets to hit sometimes. Yo, I won't, man. I don't forget that sort of stuff. Don't worry. You definitely get at it, and I'll send you that Discord invite. It should be good for like 24 hours. And you jump in anytime. Like I said, we're really exclusive, so when you jump in, I'm probably going to ask you who you are. And just let me know it's, if you're not using the same name, just let me know it's Merlin from YouTube. It'd be good to go. And yo, nice to meet you, man, and thanks for the subscribe. It was great having you, bud. Seriously, keeping the chat, keeping the flow, keeping it going. Let's kill something here. Are we on our way towards home at least? Because I'm burnt. Make sure we're heading in that direction. If we catch something, we catch some. If we don't, we got another quite a while to keep killing stuff to rank up here. This is so silly what I'm doing flying like this through here. Don't try this at home. Could get wrecked anytime. Looks like someone's living on the edge of the redwoods there. That's a good spot. And they've been working hard, man. Wow, this guy's grinding it up. It's a lot of gates. Revenant, huh? There's something good to kill. What's going on with the bird? We won't turn. There we go. Ooh, a frog. Could it be my lucky day? Negative. You coming, bud? You coming to say hello, or? Oh, Carno will get him. There's ever a building here, man. That's a lot of gates. They're not messing around. Okay, tons of frogs. What are you up to, Metal? You playing? Beaver Dam? See if we can sneak it fast. Yeah, what else is new? Another 8 points. Outstanding. Oh, decent. Probably got that from I don't know where. That's all junk. Trying to get to that yellow drop, but I'm sure I'm not going to make it in time. It's right at our base. We'll give it a shot. Oh boy, feeling the back. Been lifting this mouse all day, man. Working hard. Oh man, I'm so close I can taste it. Get there, buddy. Get there. Nope. Ha! Alright, I'm signing off, folks. Thanks for coming out. As always, don't forget, if you enjoyed everything, to subscribe and hit that little bell so you get notifications when I go online. And have an awesome night, man. I enjoyed both my streams a lot today because of the people that were watching them and chatting, and that's what counts. So y'all take care.